We are here and we are strong. Let's be counted as we move on. Make a difference, change lives as we tell our different stories. We are capable, beautiful. We are born to do great things. We're unstoppable, incredible, 'cause we're differently abled, differently.
Children with disabilities deserve the right care to enable them to have a less difficult life. Parents and caregivers also need to be in the right mindset to take care of their children. In this episode, we feature Anne Modoni and her daughter Grace, and also the signing of a grant contract to aid in constructing a care center. You are watching Able Differently, and this is Jane Theory. Welcome.
We're differently abled, differently.
The Garden of Silom, an NGO that is committed to better the lives of children with disabilities, was the latest recipient of the GGP grant from the government of Japan. The signing of the grant contract to facilitate the construction of a comprehensive care center took place at the Japanese ambassador's official residence.
My name is Dr. Kazuko Kumon, and I am working for the organization called the Garden of Silom. And the Garden of Silom was established in 2015 to serve the children with special needs and their families.
To communities outside Kiambu, little is known about the Garden of Silom, a center that does so much for children with disabilities.
Since I was a child, I was really feeling I want to serve somebody else, and then also I wanted to be a neighbor, good neighbor to somebody. And so I was brought up in Tokyo, and I have gone to medical school and become a pediatrician, and then I was serving the children in Japan. But at the same time, I had experience to travel to Bangladesh when I was young, and I felt there are so many different needs in all over the world. I should really know about it. So I've got opportunity to come to Kenya, and when I came to Kenya, I really find the different needs in the different areas. Because I am a medical doctor, I work for the health sectors, but also seeing the people, interacting with them, I like such things, and then I feel like, oh, I really would like to live somebody who I love. And I have been really looking for that somebody, and as I was moving on in Kenya for some years, like 10 years, I met this somebody. That is the children with the special needs. So there's something else which is not shown in the big indicators of the health sector. And I was really feeling and praying for what I should really do in my life in Kenya. And that time I have met the children with the special needs, many of them, and I really fell in love with them. I really felt their smile and so nice, and their energy to live was so wonderful, and I felt, oh, probably this must be the one which God has given to me to serve. So then I just quit other works, and then I started preparing for that, and that's how the Garden of Silom started. In our facility, children are coming daily basis, the different condition, for example, autism, cerebral palsy. The diagnosis might be the same, but each one of them has a very different lives. And then also each one of them has a different condition, social background, many different things. So we really look at their individual needs. One of the child may be having an issue for education. They are chased away from their school because of the disability. One of them might be the very severe financial constraints, and then they can't even have money to live. Some of them can be having family issues due to stigma and discrimination. So each of them has a different thing. So we have the staff of therapists, teachers, social worker, also we have a counselor, and also I myself as a pediatrician, and so we really work as a team to look at each child, what is needed from the different professions, and then we work as a team to really looking at the children's needs.
Well, the much work that is done has caught the attention of Japan. It is for this reason that the Embassy of Japan in Kenya extended a helping hand.
We are privileged to have a grant from the Embassy of Japan, and that is for the construction of our new facility. And we have been running since 2015 in a rented house, but due to the space is so small, or the rented house, you never know how long we can be staying there. So we have been really praying for the premises where we can really stay and then it can really organize well. So 2019 we were able to purchase an acre land in Kabuku, in a Rimuru area. And so we have been really looking for money to construct the new facility. So then, of course, the well-wishers have supported so much, but at the same time, this work is enormous work. So the Embassy of Japan really looked at our proposal, and then they have accepted, and now we are able to sign on the contract.
Recently, I got the chance to listen to Dr. Kumon's lecture at the Japanese school here in Nairobi. I was very much impressed and touched by her words and the work she is doing in this country, which prompted me to extend my assistance to her for projects.
We have been really having a lot of issue of the limitation of our capacity due to the space. One thing is we have about 100 children registered in our facility, of which we have about 50 children regularly coming, but still over 60 children waiting for the enrollment. And some of them have been waiting more than 2 years to be enrolled, but because of the capacity, we can't really receive them. And then during the waiting time, some of the children already passed on. Such things we have been really feeling heartbreaking. So I think we want to serve more people, as well as we want to provide the better quality services in a good organized space. And also we would like to work with the community in the permanent premises.
On Friday the 13th of August, at the Japanese ambassador's residence, the CEO of the Garden of Silom and the ambassador of Japan to Kenya signed a grand contract of approximately 18 million Kenyan shillings. This is to facilitate the construction of a comprehensive care center for children with disabilities.
We should not let the pandemic stop us from carrying out such important projects that will assist the community and improve the lives of the children in Kenya. This ceremony is also an opportunity to advance for the important social challenges surrounding children with special needs. Of course, there should be a lot of financial support available for Dr. Kumon to pursue her vision. But I think the initial step and the most important thing is to make more Kenyans aware of the harsh reality these children and their families face.
The ambassador applauded the good work being done by Dr. Kumon and reiterated the need for much support.
I hope we can take this opportunity today to ensure that the seed of the Garden of Silom is sown in good soil so that it can be the start of many similar activities across the country, this very great country of Kenya.
He also mentioned that disability has been surrounded by superstition and therefore requires social awareness and involvement.
Unfortunately, it is very rare that disabled children can be cured in the literal sense. Rather, Dr. Kumon is trying to live with them and accept them as they are. In Kenya, where many people still tend to associate disabilities with superstition, families with disabled children have been stigmatized and treated as sort of outcast. As a result, some parents cannot accept the reality that their children have disabilities, and they either reject the child or hide the child from society. Many children develop cerebral palsy because of breathing complications at birth, which sometimes can be avoided if the mothers or fathers carry the babies at hospitals and receive the timely care they need. The increase of such incidents around the country is something that should be looked into. Although the families of these children suffer extra economic burdens, currently they do not receive adequate support from the society and the government. The social welfare system to address such problems should be enhanced.
In attendance was Professor Miriam Were, Kiambu Governor James Nyoro, and Cabinet Secretary for Labour and Social Protection, Simon Chelugui. They were grateful to the government of Japan through its embassy and Dr. Kumon for her noble act and promised to partner with her in impacting society.
We are witnessing the signing ceremony for the Garden of Silom, which, as you probably know, the pool of Silom is where Jesus healed the blind man. So I don't know whether those two incidences were a coincidence or God sent because of the work Dr. Kumon is doing. I sincerely would want to thank Dr. Kumon, first of all, for choosing that mission and choosing to do what she's doing, touching the lives of people whose destiny they did not choose. I think there has been an assumption across the Kenyan society that there are fewer problems in Kiambu, particularly because of our close proximity to Nairobi. I thank you for choosing to work in Kiambu, and thank you, Ambassador, for supporting Dr. Kumon to expand her work in our county. As the Governor of Kiambu County, I want to assure you that we are going to support you in your work, but by working together, you'll be our consultant so that we can be able to replicate the kind of work that you are doing in our other 11 sub-counties, because we have 12 sub-counties in Kiambu County. So a success in one sub-county is only a drop in the ocean. So we'll be using you and your knowledge and your passion so that we can be able to replicate and upscale the work that you are doing.
We come to you with true appreciation and gratitude on behalf of the President of Kenya, His Excellency Uhuru Kenyatta, the Government of Kenya, the Ministry of Labour and Social Protection, extend our gratitude to Dr. Umon and the people of Japan for extending this arm of assistance to our people. This is the true meaning of friends and the true meaning of bilateral relation of friends. So I therefore invite Garden of Silom to contact the Department of Children's Services and National Council for Persons with Disability, both within my ministry, to see where they can partner.
And as any home could receive guests, there was full of entertainment. Her Excellency, the wife to the ambassador, Miss Yuko, treated her guest to the Japanese tea. There were also musical performances by the ambassador and his wife.